Today's something special because we will be hitting our Mythic meta opponents with a strategy that is all about ultimating Planeswalkers moment they enter the battlefield, and man, I'll tell you, this feels very, very satisfying. Man, didn't we play against Mojo in one of those videos before? I remember by Mojo. I think he was in Diamond then, so you can kinda see, usually when you play on your way to Mythic, all the Diamond players you will see, if you are like, you know, sweating and tryharding and you are actually playing well, you will see every single future top Mythic player. That's something I learned. So our opponent is playing some mono-green shenanigans, but because you see landfall like this, it's probably the Chocobo version, not like Badger version. So that's very important information for us. We actually don't have any ramp. That's bad. Listen, I don't love this play. I think we have luxury to set up the tome, but guys, we are on the draw against Elf opening in very aggressive deck, so I'm not sure, maybe I'm miscalculating it and maybe I should remove this immediately because I cannot handle the pressure, but I hope I can handle the pressure, you know? We'll probably scry as well. Oh man, it starts. They play the land, right? Good, so no counter on this turn. And they can get a lot of mana. I think we should scry. I'm not sure if twice, but at least once we probably should. This is a good land. Gives us green. But how do we really use it? I think we need something that ramps, man. Like we need more, you know, more stuff faster. Alright. This is exact. Alright, I'll take it. A little bit slow, but I'll take it. It kinda gets the job done. You can see how quickly you need to react with those things. Oh, we tapped, so we cannot draw the card. I forgot about this part. It's fine. But our draw is like a little bit, you know, bumpy. Okay, let's see. So they want to put some counters here, so it has 4 power and it can start giving 2 mana. So when they get to this point, we'll probably kill it. It's not an outlaw. Just checking. So I highlighted this, but to not give it away, I highlighted the other thing too. We'll try to catch them before they can play a land, but this seems to be a good player, so they will probably just play it immediately. Yep. This is the first moment when we can answer, but if they have... So if they have another land at the top, they cannot play it if we remove it. I think it's worth it, especially that it's a 3-drop, so it goes around our Day of Black Sun. We also get rid of the counters, so honestly, we kinda cooked here. This was such a good play, man. Okay, Ascension. Alright, the Chocobo is like the most deadly part, because otherwise they will run out of creatures at some point and lands, but not with Chocobo. Like, they will just continue creating stuff out of nowhere. We can take one single hit, and I think it's worth it. So we will ramp with this, and this will kinda solve our problems with mana for the rest of the game. It was really so, like, I think we should get to this state, like, 1 or 2 turns earlier, because we should be ramping with this on the last turn already. So now we would have 5 mana untapped for this turn, and that, you know, lets us to make some bigger plays. But I think we can miss 1 turn and still be fine here. Let's see the big bump. Alright, Ascension requires them to have creatures, so if you see too many of them that you cannot handle and disenchantment, you probably need to make sure that you just remove every single creature for the rest of the game. When we sweep this board, they will get to 4 counters immediately. Alright, that's a huge swing already. Man, this is actually close to 10 damage. They tapped this. Oh man, this is bad play for them. They absolutely overextended. However, it seems that they feel that they are against, you know, the time, and they just need to roll with it, which is probably correct. But fortunately we have the answer, so this can get absolutely punished immediately. Immediately. What is the highest mana cost? You know what? Oh, we cannot go for this. So it's 2 mana, which means 4 mana sweeper, and that means we can draw a card, which is massive. Man, Day of Black Sun is so flexible here. And we can draw a card, which is amazing. And now we need to continue removing every single creature, because if they drop a creature, It will be massive probably in 1 or 2 turns. Like, both of them will get activated on the next land. But to be fair, they need to draw cards, 2 cards. Creature and the land to activate it, so it's still a little bit slow. Here's the creature, sure. We need to draw cards. I think we're in amazing spot, guys. Oh, the Necropsy is even cooler. Okay. With this, we should be able to win the game. How do we do it? We probably want to kill it and get rid of one of those. Which means we can go for Regent on this turn and get more mana. We still want as much mana and as little lands in the deck as we can. With Fountainport you always get some value. And this gets shuffled, so we will get it later. Instead of a land, hopefully. Let's see the play. That's insane play, bro. Oh man, that's insane. We have 4 mana. So this is actually nice. This is only a creature. We can only kill a creature here. Let's see if, well, they cannot really attack here. That being said, I think we can still make this. No, let's just kill it. Let's just kill it. It's better this way. No, we can get more targets in the future. I will go for this because it's more mana efficient and it still blocks the Chocobo. This is the turn when we finally have absolute tons of mana. So we will go with this. We will level it up. And we go for this. Man, the talents and fish is just amazing. Like, look how much we are getting from this. We actually will outscale them unless they draw a land or something. And if they do, then we go for the Necropsy. Like, we can spend so much mana and still have enough mana for the answer, right? They got the land, unfortunately. So the counters will start stacking. They cannot protect it, right? 7s, wait, what? Okay, so that's why we are waiting. Man, this is actually kinda terrifying. Alright, they're starting to split. We need to be careful. I think we've got this, but man, this... You can see single land and suddenly it becomes all terrifying. Everything has trample, tons of stats, so from 1 power they went to 9, 16. And that's why we keep the Necropsy. First, let's see the attack. This is still enchantment, so we can still target it. I hope they don't attack with this, because we can have double Fountainport tokens. But they did. Alright, that's fine. That's why you have Necropsy. Oh, wait, but... Oh, we don't have enough evidence! Oh, that's bad. We could take this 9 damage. And draw a card, maybe? Or just double block the Hydra, kill it and take 10 damage. Then we can kill both on the next turn. No, okay, I think we just sweep the board. Okay guys, this will be a weird play. This will be actually a very weird play, but this is the one. And no artifact. This is the creature and this is enchantment, because I needed to think about the next turn. And we only have 4 evidence, which means in order to kill this, we cannot target the Hydra. This doesn't have trample, so it doesn't matter too much. We can block like this. And we only take 6 damage. We could also life gain with Tome, but I don't want to waste the card. And now we can sweep... Man, I needed to tank on this play, but I'm really happy with what we got in the end. Let's deadly cover up this. Man, I love having so much mana. Like, look how much we can do on this single turn. And now we can make a fish that will grow, because this is a good fish. Did we play a land? We did. We can level it up, so it gets double worth. And now we will get a 3/3. Man, we can actually run over with the whole game on this single fish, I think. I still have 1 card here, and I don't want to waste it on Scry, because it might be important to hit like the big stuff. Yeah, and now they don't have those 2 enchantments, so even drawing land is like way less power. We are doing a lot of lands, but that's fine here. You know what? I think we just go with this. Like, if we can... Man, double talent is already so much. Let's go. That will be 7 power, right? And the Oh my god, it's double. It's 11 power on the Fish of the... Man, this is the true potential of this fish. You thought it's a 1-1? It was always 11-11. It was just hiding in plain sight. And you know what I can say? When our opponent finally scoops? I appreciate it, man. Yep, they get the earthbending. Oh, they're nice. They want to give us the lethal. That's so nice. Oh man, the fish will be even bigger. Bye, Mojo. This dude always gets me. He's just so chilly, man. Alright, let's see. Is that green? Usually it's forest. But maybe we'll get surprised. No, it's a forest. So, that being said, let's go for Terminus. Let's start the ramp as quickly as we can. And we probably start leveling the talent. I mean, we already have Lily. We can get the fish from the Fountainport because we already have 3 other mana sources. So, I mean, this could get interesting. Do we kill the elves? We don't have a sweep. Well, we kinda have. Right, this is important. Do we kill the elves? No, I think we just let them ramp, man. We need more green. Oh, this is a bit of an awkward turn. I want to have the green gun, you know, because we kinda want to level it up immediately. Do we need more lands? You know what? We kinda have the whole combo, so maybe we can just play it. What are you? We can kill a creature or play the talent. I will go with this. They might have haste on stuff. They might break out. It's usually why you play Gruul. So we might get hit pretty hard with this, but I think it's still worth it to set it up. Like on the next turn we can level it up to... Man. Can we actually do it? We need 5 mana on the next turn, so we need to play untapped land. So man, if that was untapped we could go directly into Lily. But that's fine. So far it's not too much damage, so we can tank it. Okay, so I think we have a full plan. So we go for level 2. Now we go for level 3. And this will be fun. Because we can use Deadly Cover-Up to buy this one turn when this is a tap land. And then we drop Lily. And I mean, that's a lot of loyalty. And after she ultimates, she still stays in the board. So that's always cool. So, alright, they're going hard on this, man. That's great, because we have Deadly Cover-Up exactly for this turn. Okay, so everything is reset. That's an empty board for a nice ultimate, hopefully, but let's see what the creature will be. We can also just go for -4 and we'll leave at 8 loyalty. So you don't always need to ultimate. If there are not enough targets or they have like different types of permanent. Oh, well, this will be a very cool win. This will be a very cool win. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make it 1, shall we? Thank you, Lily. So they of course need to sacrifice those 2 forests, which will really get them behind. And of course Liliana stays after the ultimate. So that was a pretty big bump for our opponent. And they cannot survive this one. Alright, our opponent going strong with turn 1 authority. Like, they are prepared. So I think we don't need more sweepers. We also fuel evidence, potentially, if we do Necropsy or another Deadly Cover-Up. So, like, we have Day of Black Sun, it should be all enough. And I kinda like this card. 2 mana ramp, that is permanent, it's not like a mana stone or anything. Kinda slaps, you know? I like it. But I love playing ramp decks. You remember the... What was it? This Titan, 7 mana Titan that lets you choose 2 abilities. I will remember at some point the name, but first we need to ramp. We need more mana, and more, and more. We usually take swamps with this one, so the forests are for the Regent. Man, it was... What was... Industry... Titan of Industry, right? Or Giant of Industry, something like this. See? Man, we called it. Alright, man, we can actually ultimate Ugin. Not yet, but we will. Man, this is so exciting. Man, this is the type of deck that just gets me excited for Magic, you know? Because this is like the type of, you know, plays that are so powerful, so cool. And you can have the whole combo to just, you know, activate it instantly. Our opponent is just playing negates on no blue mana. Alright, I mean, that's one way to do it. So let's go for maybe green here. Okay, that's kind of a big deal. So we are playing against a full blue control, even though they did not have a blue mana. That's an interesting one. So, I think we go with the Tome. This is very important. If they have no more eyes, they cannot counter it. 3 steps ahead, doesn't draw cards on this turn, and we can use the spare mana to keep drawing few more cards. We definitely need to get more cards if we are playing against like a full control, you know? Now, I don't mind Demolition Field. Like, this is actually actively good for us. Let's get this one. I will tell you in a second why. We absolutely take it. Probably Swamp still. We have enough green mana. It's really good for us because that protects Fountainports in the future and cottages. And we can also use this mana to draw a card, which is nice. So we can get more lands. Definitely overdrawing them a little bit. After the Tome we won't have too much value. Okay, this will be interesting. So this is probably a Marang turn, so we want to get something that gets countered probably. This is a big deal. They will probably realize what is going on after this play. And we can go for... We could play another one. If we draw Fountainport, it would be nice. And we can still draw a card. I think this is a good play, because if they have Get Lost, they can only target one of those, and we still can draw a card. Now we're missing a little bit of value here. This is one of the reasons we have cottages and Fountainports. You can make this token and suddenly get all the value from the talents, but of course they are here for a different reason. They are just to enable the combo. And we need to keep drawing cards. Against control, it's always a very hard matchup, and you need to kinda keep pressuring them every single turn, like you cannot whiff. So I think, alright, Hedron is kinda nice. This is a bit risky, because we are vulnerable to Ultima when we do this, but I think it's still worth it. And we can go for Regent. If they want to come... Okay, I'll take this tap. I guess it was fine. In my mind they were paired here, so it immediately broke my idea for the turn, but then it was like, alright, we're reassembling it, it's still fine. And we draw a card for sure, because we need to get the cards from Artifact before they Ultima. Alright. We can soon start leveling the talents, because we probably will level both of them. So when they get lost, it only is one. Alright. Are playing very slowly. I would expect some plays, but I guess they are stacked with counter spells then. And see, now the Fountainport is actually a very big deal. And you know what? We'll play it differently now. We level this one up. Now we level this one up. And we'll make... Tome has ward ×2. Oh man, I actually never seen this one. And now we go for the fish. Even though they can kill it, that means, sure, we start stacking counters and making it a big threat. And we'll draw a card. We could go for the level 3, but then we are wasting the Tome card. We will do it on the next turn. Alright, and the fish is starting to be terrifying. And the warding really kind of forces response. Well, I guess Get Lost is taxed to 4. They probably don't do anything more. But you can see now they need to spend the turn answering fish. So that will drain them over time from resources. And that's kind of what we need. And we keep drawing cards all the time. Alright, as expected. But man, this gives us more creatures. I kind of like it. So I would guess that now they will sweep. Okay, this is leveled. And if we expect a sweeper, do we go for it? We don't have too many permanents, so not sure about Ugin. I think we just want to make sure that we have more plays. If we can also sacrifice Hedron, and then we will draw 2 cards from this, so that's a massive difference. Like, having 2 cards and not having 2 cards is a big difference. Man, what do they have? Oh, I was so used to the idea of losing it. Let's draw a card. And we have another tome. So as you can see, we just keep going. Every turn we are developing more and more. Nothing really to exile unless we want to see the card. When we level it up, they must be stacked with answers, man. If they play like this, they are absolutely stacked with answers. So we cannot expect anything to go through for some foreseeable future. Alright, now we can start pressuring them, man. 6 damage, man, that's not a joke. And especially that we can use Fountainport. See, that's why it was so important that they wasted this demolition field. That's why I was so happy about it. And now if they defend, they cannot counter spells because everything has ward. So they need to spend probably 3 mana, which means no counter spells. Which is kind of big deal, honestly. Oh, and they chickened out. They chickened out. Because we can drop Ugin and ultimate it if they are tapped. So that's a massive deal, man. We could go just for another tome, and I think this is what we'll do. This is what we'll do. Do we double the counters? And this is such a fun interaction. I'll take it. This is good. I tell you, they are freaking stacked with counter spells here and probably removal too. So we need to kind of play for tempo, and then they need to start wasting those. Like, this was not a great target for a counter spell. Like, that wasn't the biggest thing. With Fountainport Hedron, we can just play the game out of this. I will keep making fish, bro. Like, you know where this is on your tail. You are not coming out alive of this game. And because of ward, it actually is kind of hard to target. So first we swing. If you don't play land, you don't make any progress. Sometimes it gives impression to your opponent. Yeah. That they just need to answer the board. And alright, so now we can drop Ugin, which is nice. Okay, and on the next turn they want to sweep. They probably also have sweepers in this hand. Okay, so now we can drop Ugin, but not like this. Not like this, because Ultima will kill the Hedron, and we need to be ready for it. So we can sacrifice it. Okay, let's go. Authority gone. Carry on. Alright, this will help a lot in the future, and we probably want to start doing cards. So that means we probably can play a tapland here, and make sure that the next draw is better. And this is okay, but not what we really want. Let's draw something cooler. Like, for example, a dead card. That's fine. Alright, 7 damage. That's not a joke. And if they don't sweep with Ultima and they just go Day of Judgment, then we start making more tokens and draw more cards. And they have a lot of answers, but we can just attack from every angle, and at some point they will start whiffing on something. Okay, this is great. So, man, we also get a clue. That's amazing. I actually want to make the fish more than anything else. Especially if we can hit the talent. We can continue pressuring with a lot of damage. Let's draw. Right? We don't need to get more mana. This is fine. See? We are playing into the stuff, guys. So now we go for this, we level it up, and we are playing this as an aggro. And we will probably win with this. That will... The tapper just loves tapping this card, man. Alright, that's not perfect, but we'll work with it. We need 3 mana for the Fountainport, so, and we'll crack the clue. So we actually don't have more. And this is already a deadly, bloodthirsty fish. You can see all of this because of this early game blunder on Demolition Field. Otherwise they would just kill it and all of this would not happen. So that's why it's so important to make, pick your targets as control deck. And you can see that we are closing on the card, even though, they are blue, so they should always have more cards than us. Season of Weaving. They draw 2 cards and return everything. Okay, which means we go for this clue. We draw a card here. Man, I don't think it helps them. Oh, the token stay. No, we actually won the game. I forgot it bounces non-tokens, so we go for... And as you can see, talent is here to get ultimates, but you can just win the game with this and fish, because it's good enough. And that will be 6 damage. Man, we actually cooked here. I think we take the tome, man. This is actually good. Man, I wanted to say to you that I miss playing an like normal ramp deck so much instead of, you know, this pollinator, badger, aggro ramp control, you know? Like, I miss just playing normal ramp. It's such a fun archetype, man. It's kind of crazy because every time I want to make a ramp strategy, it's like, man, just go aggro. Aggro is doing ramp job better than the ramp decks right now. But I think with this lesson and Regent, you actually have like real potential to out-ramp. And it's permanent, so when you get inevitably swept, I mean, you actually have this, you know, 5, 7, 10 mana. But let's see. Our opponent is definitely a Badger Enjoyer, because they play green. And I think we have some more time, man. So what do we go for? Definitely Regent. So we take 2 forests. We play one of them, and we probably play second just to not show the Fountainport. Like, we won't use Fountainport on this turn, so why not, you know, just play the cards that they know about. How did I guess that they play Badger in their green deck? When the card is auto-include for the whole color, you know that the card is pretty decent. So let's see. Nature's Rhythm. Bro, the amount of mana they are getting, we are ramping from the start to finish, and look how hard they will out-ramp us. So they spent like 4 mana or something already, I think even more, and after spending 4 mana, they have 6 mana. Now they will spend around 10 mana. You can see that Badger, as the aggro card, is doing ramp better than the dedicated ramp deck. Which is kinda crazy. I'm always a little bit baffled. Like, what's the idea of the design where aggro cards are doing ramp better than the ramp? It's actually insane how much mana Badger gives you. I kinda noticed it with Doppelgang deck, because I never had like such big X, you know, on this card, as when I was playing a Badger deck. So that's kinda insane, man. Don't you worry, guys, we'll still win, but it's still insane. So do we go for the Leak of Wrath or Day of Black Sun? This is actually cheaper on this turn, but we don't reuse the extra mana. So maybe just go for the good old Day of Black Sun and make this game a little bit more, you know, in line with what it should be. Empty board, thank you very much. And that's the only downside of this incredible Badger ramp. But, well, you have to play sweepers for it, but when you do, suddenly the deck has nothing. Man, this is kinda like one hit combo. They just go all in, and if you have a sweeper, I mean, there's nothing. Now we go Lily, and we scream Justice as our opponent inevitably scoops. Let's see. I honestly thought they will explode already, but maybe... Okay, sorry. They wanted to see the card. It was like 10 seconds off. Alright, it seems that we're against a Lessons deck, and we are on the draw. That's not great. We are so far behind already. We don't have 2 mana ramp, which is kinda a big deal. So, man, against those decks, you really want Day of Black Sun and some form of ramp, either Terminus or the Lesson. Because you really want to get this one extra point. It kinda gets you, you know, out of being on the draw in a way. Here, what can we do? We probably have to remove a creature. They don't really have protection spells, so we can wait. They kinda want to keep pumping it to close the game. And if you don't play removal immediately, I mean, they don't know that you will remove it, so they pump. They sometimes make bad plays just to keep casting more spells, and then you take back the whole reward for the play, right? Artist Talent. Well, this is a good card all around. Man, it feels so behind when you are on the draw against this type of deck. Gran. To be fair, this is way more scary than this. So I'm not sure if we just don't kill Gran. Like, when they get the discount, the deck goes absolutely crazy, man. And next turn will be us ramping, and then we sweep. So I think this is better. A little bit. Let's go. We also get the land for the... Man, Regent is such a great ramp card. Like, when you played ramp, you notice that you always have a problem that sometimes you ramp, and sometimes you get, wow, I ramped to 4 mana directly, and then I miss a land because I don't have more in the hand. So sure, you get extra from ramp, but you don't have normal land. So suddenly your ramp strategy is not ramping, you know? With Regent, you just get both parts. It's so good, man. Okay, how much stuff in the graveyard? We have only this. Oh man, I think we have to deadly cover up for Necropsy fuel. Yeah, I think this is necessary. That's kind of a big deal, because we need to get rid of Monument and probably Artista. Oh, they can keep cast. Man, Monument for a single freaking turn is such a devastating value. Like, look at this. They cycle card that was dead for the matchup, so they got 1 card, and now they get a second one. If they cast something at our upkeep, they get even more. And of course, Talent just getting free Ancestral Recalls. And now we are getting our early game ramp. Perfect. That's how I like it. We have 7 evidence, so we can finally get some justice from this. The problem is that they get this Wisdom, man. Not really much we can do about it. We also get, and because we missed this ramp, now we cannot play Hedron into Necropsy because we will be 1 mana short. So you can see how it snowballs very quickly. I think we have to kill this. Of course, creature is free. And I think it's Artist Talent. We could also go for this so they don't take Wisdom, but I think Talent is just way better. And guys, if you think this 3-for-1 is good enough, I don't think so. Like, this deck can lose 3 cards and they don't even care, because they will get 5 more. So that's why you cannot fall behind on tempo against them. At least this is not fully activated. So maybe there is a chance. They only have 2 cards, and this, man, I would love another Necropsy. Okay, so how do we play this? I think we go for absolutely massive ramp on this turn. We could also... No, we don't have double green, so we go for this. 100%. And you know what? Let's go for green mana, because we need a lot of it. I guess we kinda have enough, but... You know, still. Man, I would love to ultimate Is It Lessons. That would be funny. Already another... Like, this is the card you don't want to see at all. Like, if they get 1, it's terrifying. If they get 2, man, like, this is just so much. It's crazy how resistant this deck is to everything. Like, no joke, man. Okay, but now I think we need to go into Liliana. Like, that has to happen, right? We could get rid... Well, we will definitely do this. But we could just get rid of Accumulate Wisdom. Both of those are reset. And I think we have to. I just cannot imagine us winning against, you know, Ancestral Recalls. Let's call it by the name. Alright, so we sweep, and we get rid of the most annoying card. They still have a lot of different ones, so it's not the end. But at least it's a start, you know? We need to make... Wait, did we exile 1? Yep. Because I was like, don't you play 4 off? Like, come on. They have double Quench, so it's not the World Champions list. That one had 1. Alright, nothing special here. Just a classic copy-paste. Alright, let's see. Pyroclasm, not a big deal. But of course, with talents, they literally never lack value. At least no Ancestral Recalls, you know? So that really helps a little bit, because this is a random card. But guys, you can see we kill the Monument, we exile their main card advantage, and they still play a normal game. Like, they don't even care. Like, they have so many different ways to just keep grinding the whole library turn by turn. Like, you can see they are using the whole mana every turn from start to finish of the game. But that being said, now we can start to go for the big stuff finally. We definitely need to go for this, so we can cut the mana on the next turn. We are 1 mana short. Remember this ramp that we missed early game? Well, now we will lack 1 mana for Lily. So it snowballs like really hard over time. But now we can start doing cards. Okay, so this is big, this is big. On the next turn we can ultimate Liliana against the most annoying deck. So that will be a win in my book. Let's see what they have. The problem is that they still keep the monument, but no artist talent. As you can see, they just keep going, man. If they have 20 mana, you know, they will just use it with 1 and 2 drops. The synergies in this deck are out of this world, like, honestly. Alright, another talent, so of course this is like infinite chain of value. Why not? Why not? Every deck, every aggro deck should have some infinite chain of value. Otherwise, how can they win the long game while they are winning the short game, you know? And that being said, let's start doing cards and make some justice in this game, because oh boy, we deserve it. I think we need to hit Ugin. Maybe I should scry at the upkeep. To be absolutely honest, that probably would be the play. But that being said, let the justice start for this game. And they cannot really prevent it, because moment it drops, it instantly ultimates. And this is how you get them to one land that they absolutely deserve. No infinite mana sinks with combos for you anymore, my friend. Cake thief? Well, call me the land thief. Unfortunately, the monument survives, so that's the only, you know, painful part. So they took monument, Otter, 1 talent that is unleveled probably, and Izzet land. However, this board looks way cooler than the other board that we had a moment ago. So now we can play this. Terminus gives us mana. And this is so nice. Because we can still do a card with the tome. And moment we hit Ugin, we clean their rest. In all honesty, guys, Ugin would be better than Lily. Because we can remove all the permanents with ultimate. But that being said, Liliana should be absolutely fine. They can Pyroclasm, but this will only be 2 This is so fun. You can see that moment they don't have those lands, suddenly the deck does way less every single turn, and they just scoop. Man, this has to be the most satisfying win of the day. We beat World Champion, you know, archetype with instant Liliana ultimate. I hope you guys enjoyed. Well guys, I have some cool news for you in this outro, because this deck list actually managed to perform in really high Mythic, so man, I consider me hyped and I loved playing ramp like this. But before we go to the deck itself and the results, our absolute legend for today is none other than our legend, Blob Zombie, and what can I say if not, it's Golgari Day at the Slaughterhouse. My friend, as always, thank you for support and just making this channel a better place daily. Love to see you in the comments always, so really appreciate it. And you know, Golgari, always cool day, so I hope you had fun with this one. And in all honesty, guys, having this classic ramp with no badgers, no 1-drops, you know, those little elves, stuff like this, it actually makes it's so fun to play compared to the, you know, aggro version of this. So this deck kind of made me realize how much I missed a normal ramp with like big cool effects. And I'll tell you, ultimating Liliana on turn 1 is definitely a big effect, and you can kind of do it only with talent or the doubling season. I have chosen this because, as you can see, this fish is freaking deadly. You've seen 11-11 fish in this one. And guys, just so you know, I had enough of the recordings to make the video, and I kept playing literally to show you this Izzet ultimate that you've seen in the last game probably. So yeah, I just knew that you want to see more than, you know, one ultimate and our opponent just scoops instantly. Like, it wasn't as cool as seeing them suffer through it, wasn't it? So yeah, if you appreciate it, make sure to like, hype, and subscribe. Maybe share it with your favorite Izzet enjoyer so they get the message. And that being said, unfortunately the only problem I had is that there are not too many Planeswalkers. It seems that we are not getting new ones, which kinda isn't perfect. I really love Planeswalkers, I think they're really cool, but when you check by the Planeswalkers, you don't have big selection and they don't have cool ultimates usually. Like Ashiok, for example, doesn't really fit because what you will ultimate and exile 5 cards. like, that's probably not what you expect from Ultimate with the whole deck strategy. So it just leaves Liliana and Ugin. We play enough colors to make Ugin Ultimate work. That's kinda why those cards are in the deck, but to be honest, after I started using them, they seem to be proving really useful. Like having 10, 12 mana actually helps a lot this deck, because Talent itself is a 2-drop that can sell basically for 7 mana if you want to activate all of the modes, and then you want to play another 7-drop. So 14 mana is exactly perfect for this deck. And yeah, tell me if you want more of it, because I absolutely adore playing, classic ramp. It has something magical about it. So, oh, and score. I forgot to tell you the score. We went 5-2. So, man, that's actually kinda insane. We only lost 2 games with this one, and it's probably because we have very nice sweepers, and Day of Black Sun also benefits from this quick ramp, especially on turn 2, so we have not only full set of roots, but also Terminus. You can even play 2 of them, but I wanted to still get Regents. They are really giving this bulk of ramp, because you get the land for the turn, and also additional turn for ramping, so or additional land for ramping. So that really helps, to give this consistency that sometimes you need, and with Hedron you can always sacrifice it for cards. So really cool build. I liked it. We got some good results with this one, so I'll take it. And that's kind of it for today. Thank you to all the patrons that allow this video and the other ones to happen, materialize. Thank you guys so much for support. And that's it for today. I hope you had great fun with Golgari, Ramp, and Ultimates. I missed those. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.